Tonight, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers taking on Justin Fields and the Chicago Bears.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. They've been buoyed by getting 2 home games right at the start, and they come off a good victory in Week 1. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they come into this one after a loss in the opener, and they're in for another tough test here.
And what a battle for an organization to look at your schedule and see 2 road games to start the season and not have a letdown immediately. You've got to fight against that. They've got to come out ready to play.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here we go with the Packer offense guided by their decorated QB with a long list of Pro Bowls and other accolades next to his name, of course. Aaron Rodgers leading the way.
I remember watching him in college and seeing a guy that you knew had great potential, but I don't know that anyone knew that we would see how he would blossom as an NFL player who will go down as one of the all-time great quarterbacks. Can make every throw from every angle with terrific mobility, and he knows how to win games, always in contention for a championship.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. 19 carries, 69 yards.
I was so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game, because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working. And they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
Let's go! Come on!
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time you wait for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Eric Wilson able to make the tackle.
I think what we just saw their partner was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. That's caught right side by Rodgers. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. On play action, now Rodgers. He sets to fire deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Green Bay.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Throwing now is Rodgers. And it's caught. Touchdown. Amari Rodgers, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. That time a 6-play drive. And the result, a Green Bay score. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And no excitement, unless you're on the defensive team of last week, in his numbers. Because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So, I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It's a loss of a yard, so they're right up crediting him with a sack. That brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Herbert. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. This defense for the Packers, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 46 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Fields. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Looking left side, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Flush to his right. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Here's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
2 incompletions haven't moved them any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm is going forward. Incomplete pass. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. A nice little juke. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On play action, Rodgers. He's got this one complete to Rodgers. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Rodgers now on 1st down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, check back 21, back 21, check back 21. Watch the slant.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Throw complete there, Rodgers. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st down, Rodgers. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 7 yards to pick up there.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And he's going to have a Packers first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
On first down, Jones. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. He was brought down by Eric Wilson.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Washington's got it. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Tonyan, 27 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Well, this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
The point after is good, and it's now 14-0. So that one a 13-play drive in total, and it ends with a Packers touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This fielded right at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Flushed out right. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
2nd and 10. Well, now they'll try the end around. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Fields. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
They snap it to Fields. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. Showed off the juke, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Fields now to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. DK Metcalf there to make the grab. And the Bears get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness.
And I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now Aaron Rodgers and the offense heading back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Meanwhile, Rodgers throw into the hands of Cobb. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Now it's Rodgers. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
The long-distance shot before break comes up empty, but now Charles flipped the script. Time for likely one more play as field position becomes an issue.
Yeah, when you talk about field position, remember, if this kick is missed, the ball comes back to where? The spot that they snapped it from. So field position becomes a factor. I think at this spot, you might also want to think about throwing the Hail Mary. You know, put the ball up in the air. Maybe you can get 6 out of it instead of 3.
Yeah, see what happens. Flush to his right. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Stays on his feet, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Throwing on third down, Fields. And the Packers give him nowhere to go. They bring him down. Dean Lowry with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. So here are the Packers now to take over. Last week, good result. They were able to beat the Detroit Lions, and now they are on the good side of the scoreboard right now as well. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Here's Rodgers to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cobb. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Washington.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the Pro Bowl, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. Able to slither by, and they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time.
was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter. A nice run there by Jones on first down as he'll wind up getting about 5. So 2nd and 5 coming up. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Again, it's Jones. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him now to this point. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Juwan Winfrey there to make the grab. And the Packers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. That was quite the call down around the goal line on 4th and goal.
Yeah, they fake the run, pull it out, throw it, and as a defense, I've been in that spot before, and we see it all the time. You almost have to overcommit against the run. You have to almost sell out and say, they're going to run it, go make a play. They got fooled on that one.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And the result, a Green Bay score. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. A little careless with the football. He also had fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did. And when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it on.
Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Kmet, 75 yards. And the Bears have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Santos with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. And as the numbers show, he really wasn't in the mix at the beginning, but they've got him in the rotation now, and it's proved a good move.
And that's what happens when you're a good player. There's a lot more attention drawn to you, and it's obvious that they had him in their game plan on defense, not letting him get off to a good start, but he's found a way so far here in the second half.
They run with Jones on first down, but he'll struggle here just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. To throw is Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air.
And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
After review the play,
so the challenge does not sway the official's decision. Spot of the football going to remain right where it is.
Check, 43.
On first down, Jones. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 73 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Rodgers to throw. Got a man. It's Amari Rodgers complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got to jump here. So that's going to move them half the distance.
First of all, you can't jump in this situation, but think about your play calling now. Could easily change what you want to do and maybe make things a little bit easier.
Don't do us like that.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He's a little too fast on that play.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. First and goal. And they take a knee. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. They'll try to run it in with Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So now Fields and the Bears down by 2 touchdowns. A little over a minute to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll find Metcalf. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Off play action, Fields. He's going to let it fly. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Fields. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Trying to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know you got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go on 4th down. Fields. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote. Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match.